Okay, students, good morning to all of you. So, in previous class, we discussed about maximum range, horizontal range, time of flight, and what are the conditions to get maximum range for maximum height. What is the relation between range and height? These are things we have studied. No? Yes. Still more points on this topic for your objective. Now, till now, whatever I have discussed, that all for your subjective matters for subjective. Now, whatever the points I am going to discuss, these are all for objective, not for problem solving tricks. I am going to discuss now on this topic, problem solving tricks and important. Okay? Yeah. See here. Let us imagine this is a projectile motion, and this is a horizontal axis, and this is a vertical axis, and here is a origin. Okay? Clear? Yes. Now, let us imagine a projectile is projected like this so that it has traveled like this. A projectile has traveled like this. Okay? So, initially, the velocity I am projecting is like this, and this initial velocity is u, and this velocity is making some angle theta with the horizontal initially. This is the initial condition. Okay? First and foremost thing, what you have to do here is you have to resolve this velocity into two components. One velocity vector along the horizontal, that is ux, and it will be equal to u cos theta, and one velocity vector along the vertical, that is uy, that will be u sin theta. U cos theta and u sin theta you have to resolve. U cos theta is along the horizontal because angle is making with the horizontal, that's why. And vertical will be u sin theta. And one more important point we need to remember is along the horizontal, acceleration is zero. There is no acceleration along the horizontal. Whereas along the vertical axis, there is an acceleration, and that acceleration is acceleration due to gravity, and it is always in downward direction because it is a vector. Acceleration is vector, it will represent direction also. That's why minus I am showing. Here minus g meter per second square. If you want unit means meter per second square is the unit. Okay, everything is perfect. Okay. So one more important point here is, say students, as this projectile is moving like this, we have to resolve this velocity into its two component. One is along x-axis, one is along y-axis. Means this total, this projectile, we have to consider like this. One is along the vertical, another one is along the horizontal. That is ux, this is uy. Okay, particle is moving vertically as well as horizontally also. Because in the horizontal direction, acceleration is zero. That means the projectile in the horizontal direction, it is moving with uniform velocity, constant acceleration, zero acceleration, uniform motion, no change in velocity. Means whatever may be the time, the final velocity always equal. Final velocity and horizontal velocity, initial velocity in horizontal direction always same. The reason is along the horizontal acceleration is zero. See, we have velocity v equal to u plus at. Whatever may be the time, if you take vx, ux plus vx into v, because ax is zero, so this into zero is zero. Zero plus ux is ux. Final velocity along the horizontal is equal to initial velocity along the horizontal. Reason is horizontal acceleration is zero. Are you understanding the point? Already this point already we have discussed. One more time I am revising. Okay? Clear? Yes. And what about verticals are? See, vertically body is moving like this upward, whereas acceleration due to gravity, acceleration is acting, that is acceleration due to gravity, opposite direction. We know that whenever acceleration acts in opposite direction, what happens to its velocity? Its velocity going on decreases. No, as you are moving in forward direction and someone is pulling you back. So what will happen to its velocity? You will stop at certain instant and you will come back. Yes or no? If someone pulls you back, means acceleration is acting, then what happened? You will go somewhat forward, then you will come back. That means your velocity, as you are moving up, your velocity is Uy can be written as Vy can be written as Uy plus AT. Correct? Yes. So Vy is equal to Uy we have given. A will become minus Gv. Means minus sign indicated here. This velocity is decreasing. At one particular instant, this velocity becomes zero. This vertical velocity becomes zero at one particular instant. That will be equal to Uy minus Gt. Then Gt is equal to Uy. Then T is equal to Uy by G. So at that particular time, that is Uy by G, the velocity of that particle becomes zero. It reaches the maximum height and return back. Here velocity, vertical velocity is only zero, whereas horizontal velocity still remains same. Point are you getting? Students, clear? That means as this body is moving like this, its velocity decreases here zero, it will become zero here. Then again as it is coming down, its velocity increases. So here velocity is, so as it is moving up, velocity decreases, increases, in here it becomes zero. Now still it moves like this, its velocity still increases. Got it point? Clear? Okay. So at the maximum height, when it will reaches the maximum height, its velocity, vertical velocity only zero. Okay? Now at any one point, one particular point, now at this point, velocity direction is like this. Velocity direction, final velocity direction is like this. At any one particular point I am discussing. At a particular point, its final velocity is in the direction, tangent direction. Clear? Yes. Now, as we know, velocity is a vector, and the velocity we can resolve into two components. That is, velocity along x-axis I cap plus velocity along y-axis j cap. We can write like this. Clear? Are you understanding? At this position, its velocity is v. It is not u now. It has changed. Because vertical velocity has changed. Even though horizontal velocity is same, vertical velocity has changed. So that's why its final velocity is v. Now at this instant of time, this velocity in vector form we can write like this. And we know Vx is equal to Ux. That is nothing but u cos theta. And what about Vy sir? Vy is nothing but Uy minus Gt. Are you getting? Yes. Vy can be written as Uy plus At, Ay is minus G. So Uy minus Gt. That means U sin theta minus Gt. That means your final velocity vector can be written as Ux I cap plus Uy minus Gt j cap. You can write like this, or else we can write U cos theta I cap plus U sin theta minus Gt j cap. So they may ask you, what is the final velocity of a projectile? What is the velocity of a projectile at any instant? Any instant means after 1 second they will ask you, after 2 seconds they will ask you, after 5 seconds like that. Just they will give you time. What is the final velocity? This is the final velocity. Are you getting, students? Clear? And what is the magnitude of this velocity? Tell us. Magnitude of this velocity can be written as under root of Vx square plus Vy square. Yes? Magnitude. But what is Vx sir? Vx is nothing but Ux. So Ux square. Plus what is Vy sir? Uy minus Gt whole square. And in component form it can be written as Ux is nothing but U cos theta whole square plus Uy can be written as U sin theta minus Gt whole square. Yes. This is the magnitude of velocity. Magnitude of velocity is nothing but speed. Speed. What is the speed of a projectile at a particular instant? This is the formula U cos theta whole square plus U sin theta minus Gt whole square under root. Are you getting, students? Students are there. Attendance I take. Yeah, I will explain now. One more time I will explain. So what I am saying is, if they ask you, write the velocity at any instant of time of this projectile. At any instant of time, write its velocity if they ask. We know at this time, means at this point, velocity, let us imagine v, final velocity is v. Now this velocity v in vector form, we can resolve it into two components. This we can resolve it into two components. One along horizontal, along vertical. Horizontal is vx I cap, and vertical is v by j cap. And we know that along the horizontal acceleration is zero. That means velocity is not changing. Means velocity, final velocity along the horizontal will be equal to initial velocity along the horizontal. That is nothing but u cos theta. And because along the vertical acceleration due to gravity is there in downward direction, vertical final velocity will be uy minus gt, because acceleration is minus g. V equal to u plus a, the formula I am using. Okay. Vy is nothing but u sin theta minus gt. That means this can be written as vx, means nothing but vx. Vy is nothing but u sin theta minus g. Again, ux is nothing but u cos theta I cap. Uy is nothing but u sin theta minus gt j cap. This is the velocity. This is what velocity. This is what velocity at any time. If they ask you to write magnitude of the velocity, under root of this plus this is in the form of something a equal to x I cap plus y j cap. Its magnitude can be written as root of x square plus y square. Means u cos theta whole square plus u sin theta minus g theta whole square. You get the answer? Getting no, students? Okay. This is how we need to write it. Clear? Yeah. Now, let me give you one problem so that you will understand still more on this topic. Okay? Yes. So, again, while solving objective problem, you should solve. Just I will give you a hint, you should solve all the problems. Okay? Now, I am trying to explain you all the points. Only the thing is, just by seeing the question, you should be in a position to solve. Okay? Yeah. So, what I am doing is, let us imagine that the initial velocity of a projectile is something, how much shall I give you, is, yeah, 10 meter per second. 10 root 2 meter per second. 10 root 2 meter per second. Initial velocity I have given this much. Means I am projecting to like this. That initial velocity I have given 10 root 2 meter per second. Okay? And this projectile is making angle of 45 degrees at the so that problem will be easy. Easily we can solve. Okay? 45 degrees it is making. Okay. Now I want what is the final velocity of the projectile when time t equal to 2 seconds. After 2 seconds I want final velocity. This is the point I need. Clear? Okay? Yes. See here what to do. As you final horizontal velocity is nothing but initial horizontal velocity, that is nothing but u cos theta. Correct? Yes. So u value how much given? 10 root 2 cos 45 degrees means nothing but 10 root 2 into cos 45 is 1 by root 2. Root 2 cancel 10 meter per second. This is horizontal velocity final. Still 10 only it is. What about vertical velocity, sir? Vertical velocity uy is nothing but uy minus gt. Okay, that is nothing but u sin theta minus gt. Okay, what is u? 10 root 2 sin 45 minus g value take 10. G value let us take 10 for easy calculations. Into time is 2 seconds. So 10 root 2 sin 45 is 1 by root 2 minus 20 root 2 cancel 10 minus 20 is nothing but minus 10 meter per second. Minus indicates what, sir? Minus indicates vertically velocity is downward. Vertical velocity is downward. That is the meaning. Are you understanding what I am saying? Now, what I want V. So V equal to what? Vx I cap plus Vy j cap. Vx value how much we got? 10. So 10 I cap plus Vy value how much we got? Minus 10. So minus 10 j cap. This is running in meter per second. Yes, this is the answer. Finally, after 2 seconds, velocity is this much. Are you getting, students? This is how we need to solve. Yeah. So one point is clear. We can solve the problems like this. Okay. Good, sir. Everything is perfect. Now, let us see about the angle also. Final velocity. Final velocity we have calculated. Now, see. Let us imagine it has came here after some time. Still after some time, this particle has came here like this. This is the velocity. After some time, v velocity has came. Clear? Yes. So this v velocity along the horizontal, this v velocity is vx. Along the vertical, its v velocity is vy. See, some students they will resolve like this and like this. No. Always your velocity magnitude should be in between Vx and Vy. If Vx is here, Vy is here, this is outside. You should not resolve like this. You should resolve like this. This is something, let us imagine alpha angle is making. Finally, after some time, let us imagine final velocity V is making some angle alpha. What is that alpha value? They will ask you. Yes, how to find? Simple techniques here. This is like this. This is Vx. This is your V. And this is your Vy. Always Vx and Vy are perpendicular. Vx and Vy always perpendicular. See, remember point. Two components always perpendicular to each other. Okay? And this is the alpha I am taking. Clear? Yes. Now you can construct one right angle triangle here. Here is right angle. Okay? Yes. So always the parallel sides are equal. This is Vy means this is also Vy. Now take tan alpha. Tan alpha. What is tan alpha? Tan alpha is nothing but opposite side for an angle. This is an angle. For this angle, opposite side is this. That is Vy. Upon adjacent side, for this angle, adjacent side is this. That is Vx. Means what is the angle it is making after some time is Vy. What to write Vy? Uy minus Gt. Vx is nothing but Ux. Ux is not changing. Okay? Then alpha can be written as tan inverse of Uy minus Gt upon Ux. You need to remember these all the points. Are you getting, students? Okay? Any doubt in this point? How to resolve the velocity and how to find the angle it will make? Already this type of problems we have discussed in vectors. Got it? Okay, when we are solving the objective points, still you will get more clarity on this topic. Okay, just remember these all points. Okay, yeah. Now see here we have projected the particle with a velocity u, and it will hit the ground with some particular velocity v, final velocity unknown value, and this final velocity is also making some angle here. Alpha angle. How to find this alpha angle? Alpha angle is nothing but tan alpha is equal to vertical velocity component by horizontal velocity. Same axis like this only. But vertical velocity with the time change, it will change. Plus vertical velocity with the change of time, this velocity also changes. You need to remember this. Just remember the angle it will make with the horizontal is tan alpha is equal to r alpha is equal to tan inverse of vertical velocity by horizontal velocity. That's it. Final velocities. You need to remember these 2 points. How much angle it will make, these are the things you need to remember. Nana. Are you getting these points? Yes. Now I will give you one problem. Let us see how many of you have understand this problem. Okay. See, x-axis, y-axis are given. I am projecting a body. One point you need to remember. All of you, write in your notes. If you have material in that notes, you write. I am giving you one triangle. See here. 37 degrees, right angle triangle 37 degrees is there means this will be 3, this will be 4, this will be 5. Remember this triangle. Pythagoras triplet. 3 square plus 4 square is equal to 5 square, no? Then at that time, this angle is 37 degrees. Remember this. By heart this. One more. This is 4, this is 3, this is 5. Then this angle will be 53 degrees. You need to remember these two triangles. You need to by heart these two triangles. You need to by heart these two triangles. That means if I want sine 37 degrees how much? 37 opposite side 3 upon hypotenuse 5. Means whenever you get sine 37, you need to write 3 by 5 value. Cos 37. Cos means opposite adjacent side means 4 upon hypotenuse 5. If I want tan 37, opposite side by adjacent side means 3 by 4. These three values you need to by heart and all of you. 37 means 3, 4, 5. 53 means 50. 53 is more. Means 4, 3, 5. Means what I am saying is sine 53 degrees value how much? Sine 53 degrees value is 4 by 3. Cos 53 degrees value how much? Is 3 by 5. Adjacent side by hypotenuse. Tan 53 value how much? Tan 53 value is opposite side by adjacent side 4 by 3. All of you by heart these values. They will be very much useful to you. Did you know, students? Understood? No. These three tables 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Because in JEE problems, they won't give you 30 degrees, 45 degrees, 60 degrees, 90 degrees. They'll give you 33 degrees, 37 degrees, and 53 degrees. More they will use these two angles only. You need to remember these two angles. One thing what you have to remember is 37 is less value. Opposite side should be less. 3, 4, 5. 53 is more value. So opposite should be more. 4, 3, 5. Then once you remember these two triangles, then you can find these two. You can remember these two very easily. Got it, students? Okay? Yeah. So remember these two. Remember these two. Okay. Now I am projecting a body with 10 meter per second velocity. I am projecting a body with here. So initial velocity I am writing here, that is 10 meter per second initial velocity I am projecting at an angle of theta. Theta is equal to 37 degrees I am projecting. Are you getting? Take acceleration due to gravity is 10 meter per second square. Okay. Now I want all the values. What are all the values I want? So these three numbers 537, cos 37, 37, 37. Remember. Okay. Alright here. 37 degrees is equal to I am writing here. 37 degrees. 37 degrees. 3, 4, 5. Okay. Remember. Okay. Now I want this velocity vector. So this will go like this and it reaches the maximum height. This will be the maximum height. Which maximum height it will be? Okay. Now I want velocity, initial velocity. How much it is? Initial velocity how much? That is u cos theta. Correct? Yes. U value how much I have given? 10. 4 by 5. Let's write 4 by 5. It is into. So 5 1 5 2 it is nothing but 8 meter per second. Are you understanding? This projectile along the horizontal is moving with 8 meter per second. Got it, students? Clear? Next, initial vertical velocity how much? Initial vertical velocity is u sin theta. Okay, u value is 10 sin 37 degrees. 10 into sin 37. Sin 37 is 3 by 5. 3 by 5. 5 1 5. 5 2 10. Means 6 meter per second. Yes. Along the vertical, it is moving with 6 meter per second, and along the horizontal, it is moving with 8 meter per second. That is the meaning of this projectile. Okay? Clear? Yes. Now my question is, at what time it reaches the maximum height? My first question is, at what time it reaches H maximum? H max. Maximum height at what time it will reach? You know, answer. At H max, vertical velocity should be 0. This is the condition. Then only it is called as maximum height. So we know y is equal to ui minus gt. That means 0 is equal to ui minus gt. Gt is equal to ui. T is equal to ui by g. This is the story again repeating again. Directly you can say ui value how much, sir? 6. G value how much, sir? 10, sir. Means 0.6 seconds. Within 0.6 seconds, from here to here it will reach. Maximum height will reach in 0.6 seconds. Are you understanding, students? Clear? Or simply logically you can say that this is the vertical velocity going like this, and acceleration due to gravity is acting. Acceleration due to gravity is here. 10 meter per second square means we can write it as 10 meter per second. Means in every second change in velocity is 10. But initial vertical velocity is 6 meter only. Then in what time it will become 0? It will become 0 in the time of u by g. Vertical velocity by g. Vertical velocity is 6 upon g value is 10. Means 6 by 10. 0.6 seconds it will reaches the maximum height. Then it will reaches the maximum height in 0.6 seconds only. Are you getting? Clear? Yes. Now here it is having only horizontal velocity. That is nothing but 8 meter per second. Vertical velocity is 0 here. Are you understanding? And time up to this is 0.6 seconds. Till this, okay now, all of you? Okay. Next. So here vertical velocity is 0, horizontal velocity is 8. Now see at what time it reaches the ground. Because only acceleration due to gravity is acting. How much time it will take to reach the maximum height? Same time it will take to reach the ground. Means from here to here 0.6 seconds means from here to here it will be still 0.6 seconds. Means 1.2 seconds. That's very good. Observe. Good. 1.2 seconds it will reach the ground. That is nothing but time of flight. It is nothing but 2 into t. 2 into 0.6 is nothing but 1.2 seconds it will reach the ground. You can do like this, or else your own formula. Yes, you can directly write the formula. Na? Some students they will ask. That's why I am giving solution. Okay. Now I need time of flight. Formula what na? Time of flight. Time of flight formula is 2 u square sin 2 theta by g. Or else You can write it as 2 ux uy by g. Yes, this is the actual formula. Okay, so 2 times of ux value how much है 8, uy value how much है 6 upon 10. See what we get. So 1 is 2 by 8 6 are 48 by 5. Correct? Is it correct? 48 by 5 how much? Is it correct what I am writing? Time of flight formula is it correct? 2 us uy by g. No, yes. What is the time of flight? Very good. What is time of flight formula? 2u sin theta by g. Correct? Yes. So 2 into u sin theta how much? 6 by g 10. 12 by 10. 1.2 times. 6 10. Good, very good. Okay. So in what time it reaches the ground we have got. Next. We have got this time also. Next, I want what is the maximum range you can travel? Maximum range how much? You know maximum range R maximum is equal to agenda velocity into time of flight. Agenda velocity is 8, time of flight is 1.2. 9.6 meters. Correct? Okay na? This much horizontal range it can travel. Okay. What is the maximum height it can travel? Next maximum how much? Next maximum is nothing but vertical velocity square by 2g. Vertical velocity we have got 6 square upon 2 times of 10. 6 square is nothing but 36. 36 3 by 2 into 10. 2 ones are 2 18s are means 1.8 meters it will reach vertically. This vertical height is 1.8 meter. This horizontal range is 9.6 meters. Everything we got. Correct? Yes. So this is not we want. This is for new students they will ask. These are the values. What I want is here at this point velocity is like this. This is the velocity. Let us imagine this time. This time t is equal to 1 second. Means I want find v at t equal to 1 second. Find the velocity of this projectile at time equal to 1 second we want. Okay. So we know vx is nothing but us that will never change, that is 8 meter per second. And vy is nothing but uy minus g. Correct? Yes. Uy value just now I have written, that is 6 minus g value 10 into 1 second. Time is 1 second. Means 6 minus 10 is nothing but minus 4 meter per second. Minus sign here indicates the velocity is downward direction. Means ux is like this, uy is like this. This is uy, this is ux. Are you understanding what I am saying? Clear? Then final velocity can be written as vx I cap plus vy j cap. That is nothing but vx is 8 I cap plus vy is minus 4. That's why minus I written minus 4 j cap. This is the final velocity in meter per second. Unit unit remember here meter per second. This is the final velocity of a projectile at time equal to 1 second. Clear? Okay, sir. What is the direction of this velocity if I'll ask? Direction of this velocity in the horizontal is this direction. Alpha. Tan alpha can be written as Vy by Vx. Always remember. What is Vy value, sir? Vy value is minus 4. You need to remember minus. Okay? Upon Vx value is Yes. So tan alpha is equal to minus 1 by 2. Then alpha is equal to tan inverse of minus 1 by 2. Minus 1 by 2 you will in scientific calculator you see you will get the angle, exact angle. How much angle it is making? Is it clear picture total? Students, are you understanding? Yes. Good. So this type of problems they will ask you. Okay, if I ask you here what is the final velocity when it is hitting the ground, its final velocity what? Let us check this point. All of you be careful. At this point, what is the final velocity? Let us check now. At this point, its final velocity is like this. How much it is? Let us find. We know final velocity v is equal to vx I cap plus vy j cap. Okay. What is vx now? Vx is nothing but vx, that is 8 meter per second. Okay. What is vy now? Vy is nothing but uy minus gp. So uy is 6 minus g into time. G value 10. Time how much now? When it is hitting the ground, how much time it will take? Just now we have calculated it is 1.2 seconds. Correct? Yes. Means it is nothing but 6 minus 12 minus 6 meter per second. Minus indicates it is in downward direction. Then what is the final velocity? Root of vx square plus vy square. See here, vx value 8 square plus vy value minus 6 whole square. Means your final velocity coming out to be 8 square is 64 plus minus of minus plus 6 square is 36. 64 plus 36 is 100. Root 100 is 10 meter per second. See here. Final velocity we got 10. What was the initial velocity we have got? We have projected 10. That means when there is no external forces acting, with what velocity we will project a body, with same velocity we will hit the ground. Are you understanding? Students, whatever the velocity we will give for a projectile, with same velocity we will hit the ground. This will be correct only when acceleration due to gravity alone is acting. If any external force is acting, like air frictional force, air drag is acting, then velocity will not be same. Until and unless they mention about the air friction, air drag, initial velocity and final velocity will be same. Okay, let us find angle also. What is the angle we make here? This angle I want alpha. How to find C? Alpha, tan alpha how what tan alpha is equal to vy by vx. Vy value we have got it is minus 6 upon vx is 8. Means minus 3 by 4. Okay, then alpha is equal to tan inverse of minus 3 by 4.